Wow, leadership is so important, and there's so many leaders in the world, but that doesn't mean that they're good at it. There's so many bad leaders. So one of the things that I try to do as a leader is think about how I would want someone to lead me. If I was in a group, how would I want that leader to be? And that's one of the things that I try to do when I am the leader is think, okay, what would I appreciate? And I want to bring that to the table. So one of the things I try to do is think about other people, and I want to push them to be successful, because that's really gratifying and really rewarding when you push other people to be their best, and then you see them succeed and you feel like you had a part in it. It's really exciting for everyone. I also try and bring energy to a group as a leader, and try and demonstrate the importance of something. And just if I'm passionate about it, that's so contagious, is when you're upbeat, other people tend to follow that, and then everyone's upbeat and you seem to get a better product.
In order to be a great leader, you have to understand your values. My 3 top values are my faith, my family, and loyalty. My faith is something that has been instilled in me since I was a kid, and it's something that I want to use when I lead. I want to make sure that I'm leading in accordance with my faith and all that entails. My family, I don't always get along with my family, but those are my people. I know I would be there for them in a heartbeat, and I know that they would be there for me too, and they've been such a big part of who I am, and so I value them very much. And then loyalty. Loyalty is huge for me. Don't say that you're going to be there for someone and then not be. Loyalty is about backing up your words with action and just being reliable and being consistent.
I think that values are one of the most important parts of being a good leader, because you have to know what you believe, because you're going to be placed in so many situations where you're confronted with things that may go against those values. So you really have to know, what do I even believe and what do I even think? So I know me as a leader, like, I want to lead according to my values. So if I'm saying that I'm a Christ follower, then I better be loving others and living that out. I think it's important to say, this is what I believe. That way you can actually live and lead in a way that's consistent. But I think once people know what you believe, then they can rely on you. And being reliable is an important aspect of being a good leader. So one of the things that we talked about in class was inspiring a shared vision. This is something that I think is super important. It's just having an end goal, having direction for a group. I know I'm really motivated intrinsically. I'm really competitive with myself. I always want to do my best. But as a leader, it's not just about you. It's about how can I draw out the best in other people. And so I remember my time, senior year of high school. Wow, that was a long time ago. But my senior year of high school, I had the privilege of being a captain of my basketball team. And while that may seem small, it was something I took really seriously. And my goal was to help the team see this, the same goal that I saw, and then pull them towards it. And that, I think, goes along with leading by example, but I also wanted them just to all feel a part of something and all be encouraged. So our end goal was obviously to win and win as much as we could, but it was also to grow as a team. And for me as the leader of that team, it was how can I cultivate an environment of unity and an environment where I'm seeing girls then start reaching out to each other, and it's not just me. That was something I loved, and it's something I'm really passionate about. I love seeing other people achieve goals and their goals, and I love being a part of that. It's just more fun. I think challenging the process is important for me personally, because I'm a really good complainer. I know how to complain. I easily see flaws, and I think oftentimes can get caught up in just seeing the flaws and pointing them out and being like, this is wrong. But I think for me personally to actually say, no, I'm not just gonna see this, but I'm gonna take that next step. And it's something that I'm really challenged in, and I think this class has been challenging, in that, like I said, it can be really easy just to be the one who sees the issues, but it can be really hard to be the one that says, okay, these are the issues. Now what am I going to do about them? And so that's something that I want to improve on and get better at, because it could be so important. It's something that I think is important. Also that we talked about was challenging the status quo. I love that idea that we shouldn't just go with what's comfortable, but oftentimes challenging the process of stepping outside of yourself and doing things that are really hard, but the end is so rewarding when you do that. It's going against the flow, but putting in extra work and getting really cool results. One of the ways to probably challenge the process in my own life is to just find areas in my life that I can improve. We were asked what our biggest failure was. Of course, we've all failed at things, but I think for me, it's if I can take my daily fails, days that I wasn't a very good friend, or days that I could have been a better student, and just those little things, and saying, how can I build off of this? How can I realize that I could have been better, and then take steps to improve? And I think if you take those failures, even just the small ones, and you build on them each and every day, you can look back and see a ton of growth. I think you can improve yourself each and every day, and that's something that I want to strive to do. But the hardest part is just admitting where you have fallen short, and sometimes it takes people in your life to be honest with you, and I know wise people in my life that I lean to do that, and I trust that they're going to be honest with me and tell me, hey, Carrington, you need to do better. So that's something I take seriously and I want to improve upon. Some of the people that I really look to have my back and to be honest and upfront with me, for sure, my sisters, my older brother, and my best friend. They're my people. Those are the people I look to the most, I think, to be honest, but also when I'm struggling, and encourage me to improve and do better. They're the people that believe in me the most. They put up with all of my moods and irritations, and when I'm not very lovable, they're there for me. I really respect them and respect their opinions, and I need them. Those are my people, and I look to them a lot for affirmation and encouragement, and it's like they know me so well, but they always believe in me. And I think as a leader, it's so important to have people in your corner that push you to be your best and that are going to be there for the long haul. One of the hardest parts, though, about having honest people around you is you know that they're going to speak the truth, and sometimes that's really hard to hear. And so for me, I think to do better at being more open-minded and having more of an open heart when given constructive criticism, is just to have people around you that you know have good intentions, that they're not just picking on me because they somehow find satisfaction in that, but they're coming at it from a place of love. And I think that's why it's so important to surround yourself with people that care for you, so that when they're honest, you know that they're coming from a place that's loving and that wants the best for you. Overall, I think being a good leader is just making sure the people around you realize your intentions, and make sure that they realize that they're important and that they're heard, and that you care for them. One of my favorite quotes, and I've had it since high school, is nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. I think that's so important in leadership, is to make sure that people around you realize that you care about them, because you could have all this knowledge and all this stuff to give, but if you're that guy, if you're cocky and you don't care about other people and you put your thoughts above everyone else and you disregard other people's opinions, then the group is going to decimate, and it's just not going to work, and it's going to be really negative for everyone. So I think as a leader, to encourage other people is super important, and to be a servant leader, to lead from behind, not just in front, not just dragging people along, but pushing people ahead.